Let's get the easy ones out of the way first, and slowly work our way toward the absolute worst offenders on this list. Number 10. Cats. This one's more of a misunderstanding than a true addiction story. If you've ever owned a cat, chances are you've given it catnip before. Or, if we're being scientific for once, Nipeda cataria. Catnip isn't really a drug like the others here. It's actually an herb related to mint. But inside the plant is a compound called nipedalactone, which can trigger temporary stimulant effects in certain cats. And that's the funny thing about catnip. Some cats lose their minds over it, while others stare at you like you've personally insulted them. When it works, though, the reactions are ridiculous. Rolling around, zooming everywhere, acting completely possessed. Or sometimes they just melt into the floor like life suddenly has no more problems. Number 9. Dolphins. Yep, the rumors are true. Dolphins are basically the ocean's chaotic party animals. And somehow they figured out how to get high using pufferfish. They surround the fish and gently bite or nudge it, causing it to release tetrodotoxin, one of the deadliest toxins on Earth. A single pufferfish carries enough poison to kill around 30 humans, but dolphins somehow learned the perfect dose. Too little, nothing happens. Too much, game over. So instead, they carefully pass the pufferfish around the pod like it's some underwater recreational activity. And after a while, the dolphins enter this strange, euphoric state, floating calmly, moving slowly, even staring at their own reflections in the water like they just discovered consciousness for the first time.
Number 8. Birds. Ever seen a bird smash directly into a window and wondered how something with unlimited airspace still missed? There's a decent chance that bird was drunk. After the first frost, fruits and berries begin to ferment naturally, creating ethanol, basically bird alcohol. And birds absolutely take advantage of it. They gorge themselves on fermented berries until they can barely fly straight. Some literally lose coordination mid-flight and crash into buildings, trees, or windows. In places like the Yukon in Canada, things got so bad they actually created bird recovery shelters, which is essentially a drunk tank for birds. The birds stay there until they sober up, then they're released back into the wild to immediately make terrible decisions again. Number 7. Honeybees. This one gets dark fast. Sometimes during hot weather, nectar inside flowers ferments, and when bees drink it, they get hammered. You'll occasionally see a bee crawling on the ground, unable to fly properly. Turns out it may not be injured at all. It could just be unbelievably drunk. But the truly horrifying part comes next. If that intoxicated bee somehow makes it back to the hive, it has to face the guard bees. And those guys do not tolerate drunken behavior because fermented nectar inside the hive can threaten the entire colony. So if the guards detect an intoxicated bee, they may violently remove it from the hive or straight up tear it apart. Nature somehow invented aggressive nightclub security.
Number 6. Fruit flies. Researchers discovered something incredible about male fruit flies. They do not handle rejection well, at all. When rejected by female flies, the males actively seek alcohol afterward, which means even fruit flies cope with heartbreak the exact same way humans do. Fantastic. Number 5. Vervet monkeys. These little criminals don't just enjoy alcohol, they steal it. Vervet monkeys living near tourist areas have become experts at robbery. They wait patiently for someone to set down a drink, and the second attention slips away, the monkey strikes. Drink stolen, mission accomplished. And they aren't amateurs either. They've become so notorious in places like St. Martin that authorities discussed population control measures because of how destructive they became. Imagine being such a menace that society collectively decides you can't be trusted near beverages anymore. Number 4. Black lemurs. Now we're getting into the serious stuff. Black lemurs from Madagascar love chewing on toxic millipedes. Why? Because the millipedes release chemicals containing compounds like cyanide, which should obviously be a warning sign. But instead, the lemurs treat it like recreational entertainment. After chewing the millipede, they start drooling uncontrollably and rubbing the toxic saliva all over their fur. Oddly enough, this actually helps repel mosquitoes carrying malaria, so technically, there's at least some practical use here. But then the lemurs keep going. More chewing, more toxins, more intoxication, until eventually they become so out of it, they just collapse and sleep. Number 3. Reindeer. You know the famous red mushroom from video games? The real version is called Amanita muscaria, and Siberian reindeer love it. These mushrooms are highly hallucinogenic, yet reindeer actively seek them out anyway. After eating them, they start behaving bizarrely, running around wildly, making strange noises, acting completely disconnected from reality. But here's the weirdest part. Humans saw this behavior, and instead of avoiding the mushrooms, they copied the reindeer. Some people even drank reindeer urine afterward because the toxins filtered through the animal while the psychoactive effects remained. Human history is deeply disappointing sometimes. There's even a theory that this entire tradition helped inspire parts of the Santa Claus legend, which somehow makes Christmas infinitely stranger.
Number 2. Jaguars. Even apex predators apparently need spiritual journeys. Jaguars in the Amazon have been observed chewing on the yage vine, one of the key ingredients used in ayahuasca. Once the effects kick in, the jaguar completely changes behavior. Instead of acting like a terrifying predator, it suddenly behaves like a giant, confused house cat, rolling around, acting dazed, looking deeply philosophical for absolutely no reason. Some Amazonian tribes believe the plant sharpens the jaguar's hunting senses. Or maybe the jaguar just wanted to unlock the secrets of the universe. Number 1. Parrots. This one is genuinely tragic. In parts of northern India, parrots have developed addictions to opium poppies. Farmers growing legal medicinal opium crops constantly struggle to stop them. The parrots swoop down, bite into the pods, and consume the opium sap repeatedly throughout the day. And once addicted, things get bad. When harvest season arrives and the plants disappear, the parrots go through severe withdrawal. Many become weak, disoriented, and literally fall from trees or power lines. Then the next planting season begins, and the cycle starts all over again. A non-stop addiction loop repeating year after year in the wild.